The Iraqi army and its allied units have repelled a new wave of attacks by Daesh terrorists just outside Mosul's old city. Military officials said that they foiled terrorist bombing attempts in the High Al-Tanak neighborhood. The new development came as government troops are pressing ahead with operations to fully liberate the flashpoint city. Army so far managed to claw back two-thirds of old Mosul, with only a few hundred Daesh terrorists now believed to be holed up in the old city area. Daesh has already been pushed out of numerous districts in western Mosul. Terrorist group already lost eastern Mosul to the Iraqis back in January. Mosul's full liberation will see Daesh lose its last major stronghold in the country. And joining us for an update out of Erbil is our own Press TV's Ali Musavi. Hello, Ali, and thanks for joining us. Now, Eid Mubarak, Ali. And Ali, can you give us an update as well as, do we know exactly how many civilians are still trapped in areas held up by the terrorists?
Right now, there is no accurate estimation of the residents still in there, but the last estimate by the UN was close to 150,000. That was over a week ago. Every day, the Iraqi forces are taking more of the territories in the old city, and more civilians are fleeing. Over the past 48 hours, the Iraqi forces have opened many safe passageways for the civilians to flee, and they've recorded thousands of people fleeing. The exact number inside the old city is still not known, but it's still a very large number compared to in a very small area, which is preventing the Iraqi forces from retaking this small area that's still under Daesh control. They haven't been able to liberate it for that reason. Is due to the number of civilians who are still there. They have been pushing and advancing slowly, as you mentioned, that they took part of the Tanak neighborhood, as well as pushing further from the west, retaking Al-Mushahada neighborhood that was taken by the Iraqi forces. However, the main obstacle has been so far is the number of civilians, as well as the hospital in the northern parts of the old city, in the Shifa neighborhood. The Iraqi Federal Police and Rapid Response Unit have been battling with Daesh for weeks now to retake this hospital from the terrorists, but they haven't been able to because it's very well fortified, and any attempts to go near it has been met with sniper fire, preventing any ground advances toward this area. And however, yeah?
I'm sorry to cut you off. This last part of Western Mosul that we're speaking of, now, the Daesh terrorists that are still there, are they completely encircled or trapped, or do they still have escape routes? Are they still able to flee once Iraqi forces get right upon them?
The terrorists don't have anywhere else to go. Today, the Iraqi forces have used loudspeakers to give the terrorists a final warning: either surrender or die. They have been surrounded for days now inside the old city, inside the areas that they still control in the old city, but they have nowhere else to go. A few days ago, some of them tried to swim through the Tigris River to the liberated eastern side in order to escape the fighting, but they were taken out by the Iraqi forces who were stationed on the eastern banks of the river. They don't really have anywhere else to go there. Their only protection is the number of civilians who they use as human shields, and they have been doing so since the beginning of the operation back in October. So they really don't have anywhere else to go, and the Iraqi forces have given them a final warning today through loudspeakers throughout the old city, and this hopefully will reduce the amount of battles that will be going on if some of them would surrender. But if they won't, the Iraqi forces have been planning this and have been fighting very strategically. They're not trying to overrun Daesh fighters. They do have the numbers. They do have the military capabilities to take out Daesh in a matter of hours. Their only concern is the number of civilians.
Thank you, Ali,
from the beginning.
Appreciate the update. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Ali Musawi, Press TV correspondent, joining us out of Erbil, Iraq.